recognize this noise? Exciting day today. After 3 years of total rest for my thumbs, I'm going to restart my FPV journey.
For 4 years, I built and flew FPV drones. From tiny whoops, the smallest, most harmless things you can put in the air, all the way up to 7-inch long-range machines that could disappear into the horizon. There wasn't a single month in those 3 years where I didn't build something new. Something faster, something more capable, something more mine. Then they found their home on a shelf, silent, untouched for 4 long years. It started, as many things in my life have, with something that felt slightly out of reach. My first serious build was a Mobila 7, one of the very first 2S whoops to exist.
Small, rebel, looked like a toy, but flew like a big guy. But the moment it lifted off, something shifted. From there, things escalated, as they tend to be with FPV. I began designing my own frames, custom builds for cinematic flights, crafted specifically for the places I wanted to film. And I had the extraordinary privilege of growing up in Italy, having moved there from China as a child. A country that seems almost purpose-built for aerial cinematography. Centuries of architecture, light that photographers spend their lives chasing, landscape that looked like painting from above. I flew all of it. Then I moved to Zurich. Life accelerated. Priority recognized themselves, as they do. A second beautiful child arrived, and with that arrival came a beautiful, consuming shift in what mattered most. The drones went to the shelves and stayed there.
There is something more unique than rare in FPV, and that's the fulfillment of one of the most ancient desires of the humankind: flying.
The genuine sensation of flight. Not watching something fly, not piloting remotely in the abstract sense, actually being there, seeing the world from above, the way birds do, moving through spaces no one else around you can reach. That particular mix of focus and freedom with a constant humbling
feeling that you can actually fall down any moment. That was stressful, but also very exciting.
I have missed that feeling profoundly, and today I'm picking up the controller again.
My very first real flight lasted exactly 15 seconds. Then the drone settled itself into a bush and donated a motor to the cause. I have no intention of repeating that particular experience, because 4 years without training my thumbs, will the muscle memory still be there? Will I remember how to roll, how to yaw, how to recover when things go sideways?
So this time is the second time I restart with this. If you are also interested in starting this amazing journey, but you are a little bit scared of what to do first and what to do next, follow this video, because I will share my knowledge and learning from my first start.
These are the advices I would give my younger self when I first walked into the hobby. So, what should you buy first? This beast? The cinematic obsessed machine? This little mosquito that can literally fly between your chair and your desk? No, none of these.
Just go with the DJI Avatar. No, joking.
The first thing you should buy is a radio controller. Big, small, medium, it doesn't matter that much. You just need to work with your computer and have a decent stick feeling in your hand. Because here's the thing, you should not be flying any real drone anytime soon. 2 questions you need to answer before anything else. First, are you a pincher or a thumber? Will you hold the stick between your fingers or push them with your thumbs? There's a certain myth around the pinchers that it's the more precise, more professional way to fly. But trust me, it's full of top pilots out there flying exclusively with their thumbs. There is no right answer, just your answer. Second question, mode 1 or mode 2? If you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's actually your answer. Go with mode 2. It's by far the most common stick arrangement you will find. The most tutorials are built around it, and the entire community defaults on it. Start there, you can always change later. Once you have your controller, get a simulator. In the 4 years I was away from this hobby, the simulator landscape evolved considerably. I had to do my research all over again. I used to fly DRL and DCL. Both are solid, but I wouldn't recommend them as a starting point anymore. They are built around competition. And when you're flying, finding your feet, feeling the pressure to race and compete can take away a big part of the fun. What I'd suggest instead is freestyle-oriented simulator. Something with carefully designed maps, varied environment, room to explore so you can enjoy what you're seeing while your hands are still figuring out what they are doing. For my return, I narrowed it down to two, Uncrashed and Trip FPV. Both are visually stunning, both have good physics. I went with Uncrashed, and in a moment I will show you exactly what my first session looked like. The good, the bad, and the embarrassing.
Before you even take off, two things to set up. First, turn off propeller damage simulation. You are going to crash a lot, and having to reset the drone every single time it touches the ground will drain your patience faster than your batteries. Remove that friction, let yourself crash freely. Second, check your stick mapping, throttle, yaw, roll, pitch. Make sure every axis is correctly assigned to your controller. If you are using Mode 2, these are the correct settings that you see on the screen. If the sticks don't correspond to the dots on the right in the proper way, just click Auto Assign and then move the correct stick. It takes 2 minutes and saves you an hour of confusion wondering why your drone rolls when you want to climb. Now, flight mode. My advice is to start in Acro mode as soon as possible. Yes, it's harder. Yes, it's the least intuitive, but there is really no alternative if you want to fly properly. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. At the beginning, it seems generally impossible. Your body doesn't understand what it's supposed to do. And then one day, something clicks. And from that moment forward, it feels like you were born with the sticks in hands. Acro mode is that click. The sooner you chase it, the sooner you find it. There are two specific things that will confuse you when you first get in the air. Both are completely normal. Both go away. The first is altitude control. You probably know how to drive a car, ride a bike, push a skateboard. All of those move on a single plane. Now you have a third dimension to manage. And your brain has never done this before. What makes it trickier is the altitude isn't just throttle. It's throttle combined with attitude, meaning how tilted your drone is at any given moment. When your drone is perfectly flat, all the thrust goes straight up, but the moment you tilt forward to accelerate, part of that thrust redirects horizontally, and your vertical lift decreases. So to maintain altitude while moving forward, you need to compensate with more throttle. It sounds complicated, but it isn't, once your hands start doing it automatically. Trust the process. The second is the drift. If you've ever skied or driven a boat, you already have an intuition of this. There is no asphalt gripping your tires, no ground friction to stop lateral movement. When you change direction in the air, the drone carries the momentum, it slides, it drifts. The practical consequence is simple. You need to start your turn earlier than feels natural. When you want a sharper turn, don't just roll. Pitch back slightly at the same time. It sounds counterintuitive. Try it once and you'll never forget it. After that, there is no secret formula. Explore every map. Crash without guilt, chase the line that look impossible and land them 1 hour later. The simulator exists for exactly this, to let you fail cheaply, repeatedly and joyfully until flying starts to feel like breathing. And it will, I promise you.
Okay, I think that's enough for the first day. If you enjoyed and got inspired, please put a like to the video. If you want to follow my next progress, follow my channel, and see you next time.